What is up, everybody? This is Nerding Out Sports, and today going to break down the Giants' Week 1 loss to the Steelers. Just give my thoughts on the game and all that. But before I do, want to encourage everybody who's watching to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's get right into the breakdown. So, as we all know, the Giants lost last night. Am I surprised? No. Am I mad? No. I'm more, I guess, like a parent would say, disappointed at the fact that they really did have a chance to win this game. And in typical Giants fashion, they found a way to blow it. With silly turnovers, penalties, yeah, those were dumb as well. They had a couple of those things that needed to be cleaned up. But it was really the turnovers. And I'm not going to come on here and start getting on Daniel Jones and saying he wasn't worth the 6th overall pick, blah, blah, blah. I will give a lot of credit to that Pittsburgh defense. They played great. But it wasn't even really the first interception. It was that second one. I think everyone can agree you just can't have that kind of a turnover inside the 5-yard line. They were at, the Pittsburgh 4, an 18-play drive that was taking up close to 10 minutes of time. I mean, the momentum was slowly shifting back towards the Giants. They were within 6 points. They had gotten a quick stop on defense to open up the half. Then they're marching down the field. Every single third down, it seemed like Pittsburgh was going to get a stop, and then Daniel Jones either kept the play going with his legs or he would find the open receiver, just get a few yards here and there, and they were marching right down the field. And then pressure comes once again from Bud Dupree, who was all over the place last night. And he looked just like Eli out there. I mean, we have seen this a lot from Eli, where he just kind of flicks the ball. He would usually do it with his left hand, Eli. But he just flipped the ball up into the end zone and got picked off. And right then and there, you kind of just felt any momentum the Giants could have built just got sapped away. If there were people in the stadium there last night, you would have heard a collective groan. And you could almost hear it from the non-existent crowd. It was a really demoralizing interception. But other than the turnovers, I'm not really upset with the way Daniel Jones played. He had to throw the ball, 41 times. That shouldn't have happened. Obviously, the Giants need to be able to run the football. 15 carries for 6 yards should not be happening for Saquon Barkley. The run blocking was atrocious. The pass blocking actually wasn't too bad. But run blocking wise, you saw Nick Gates and Cam Fleming get beat all night long, and it was just a real issue. The Giants could not generate a single solid run, it seemed, for Saquon Barkley. I think he had maybe one run of 7 yards. You were like, oh my God, is it finally coming together? And then the next play, he would just get beat in the backfield for a negative 3-yard play. And you know that Saquon is very good at breaking that initial contact. Just last night, he was getting swarmed by 3 different Pittsburgh defenders at the same time. So obviously, look for that to be cleaned up in this week of practice coming up before the Bears game, because the Bears defense is no joke as well. Again, Slayton had a really good game, hit over 100 yards on 6 receptions. He got Shepard involved a little bit here and there. Don't really know what the heck was happening with Evan Ingram last night. Made some bad plays, had at least one bad penalty, and just wasn't really there last night. But all in all, the offense definitely could have done more. If they would have had a consistent running game, this could have been different. But the fact that they scored 16 points against the Pittsburgh defense, yeah, one was kind of a garbage time touchdown. I'm not really too upset with the way the offense played passing-wise. Obviously, we're not going to be seeing this every week from the running game. It's going to be a work in progress. We have to stress patience. This is what I said in my preview video for both this game and the season. You have to be patient with this team. Not everything is going to work immediately, especially right out of the gate against this kind of a defense. Give it some time. Nick Gates is learning a brand new position. I'm sure Cam Fleming will hopefully be better next week. If not, they can maybe try out Matt Parrott on the right side. But we definitely have to be happy with the way that Andrew Thomas looked. He played very well. Looked like he was out there for 10 years with the way he was playing. Looked extremely solid out there at left tackle against a very good pass rusher. That's very promising. Just got to get the rest of that line run blocking to get Saquon going. And defensively, yeah, they gave up 26 points. Yeah, Benny Snell seemed to run all over them at the end of the game. They did look a little tired out there, I will say that. They looked a little gassed. And yeah, the Giants had some shot to maybe make a miracle comeback late, but we all knew that probably wasn't going to happen. Pittsburgh just really took over the game after that interception by Jones. But overall, the defense looked pretty good in my opinion, specifically the pass rush. They knew that the Steelers' offensive line was a little bit weaker. They were able to get there. They did have 2 sacks. Dexter Lawrence looked really good in one. And how about Leonard Williams? He doubled the sack total, so there you go. He wanted sacks. He's already got 1 on the season. He had half a sack for us last year. But all jokes aside, I think the defense did look pretty good. The secondary, Corey Ballantyne, he struggled. Maybe he shouldn't be out there as much as he was, but again, the Giants they're going to be experimenting with a lot of stuff. And I know you're going to say it's the regular season. You can't really do a lot of experimenting, but they have a lot of players they're going to try to move around. So maybe we'll see more Logan Ryan out there next week. Who knows? But overall, a pretty solid performance by the defense. 26 points, probably a little too much, but if you look at the general performance, specifically early on, it seemed like they were making the big plays and the offense just could not capitalize and really pull away when they had an opportunity to. And all in all, I'm not too upset with the loss. I am very proud that they fought for 60 minutes. It's what they said they were going to do. Yeah, they lost by multiple scores, but it could have been a lot worse. The defense played a lot better than the points they gave up would show, and we have to be patient with this team. That's the key. We got to be patient. This is going to be a slow process potentially because of the weird season, and we just got to hope to see progression week in and week out from everybody on this roster on both sides of the ball. It's going to take everybody to get this thing going. So that'll just about do it for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think needs to improve aside from the obvious run blocking? We know if the Giants are running the ball more consistently, this might be a different game. But what do you think needs to be cleaned up on either side of the ball going into week 2? Let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you guys next time for the preview of the week 2 matchup with the Chicago Bears. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Go Giants. Peace out.